Christopher Hitchens, The Missionary Position, Mother Teresa in Theory and Practice. Embark on a journey that delves into the life and work of a figure renowned for her relentless dedication to helping the poor and the sick, Mother Teresa. Christopher Hitchens, The Missionary Position, Mother Teresa in Theory and Practice, critically examines the foundation of her global acclaim and questions its veracity. Uncover the realities of Mother Teresa's hospices, the quality of medical care provided, her financial dealings, and her relationships with oppressive political figures. This summary aims to challenge the popular perception of Mother Teresa and invites you to reconsider her true motives and the impact of her work.
The true story of Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa's rise to fame was based on false premises, and her supposed miracles were debunked later in life. The reality of Calcutta was not as portrayed in a 1969 BBC documentary, and the Western press mischaracterized her work with the poor. Despite this, Teresa remained a celebrated figure in the West. The unsettling truth about Mother Teresa's centers. Mother Teresa's medical centers fetishized poverty rather than assisting the poor, according to first-hand accounts from various sources. The centers lacked proper medical equipment, medication, and hygiene, yet monetary donations poured in. Critics reveal that Mother Teresa's objective was not to help the impoverished but to exploit their condition and fulfill her obsession with poverty and suffering. Mother Teresa was lauded worldwide for her humanitarian efforts in Calcutta. However, some insiders have questioned the quality of medical care provided at her centers. In one account, the editor of The Lancet, Dr. Robin Fox, visited one of Teresa's Calcutta centers in 1994 and reported that the facilities were in poor condition and lacking in basic resources, and the nuns were diagnosing medical conditions without proper authorization. Mary Loudon, a former volunteer at one of Teresa's Calcutta centers, also shared her first-hand experience, comparing the center to a World War I clinic, revealing that needles were recycled, and medical equipment was not sterilized properly. Instead of using her massive monetary donations to improve the center's condition and provide high-quality medical care, Mother Teresa seemed to fetishize poverty and suffering. One former acolyte revealed that up to $50 million had been collected in one of her organization's bank accounts, but it was not directed towards improving the lives of people at the centers. Critics claim that Teresa exploited the poverty condition of people and aimed to fulfill her obsession with poverty and suffering. Thus, the medical centers reflected her cult-like fascination instead of genuinely assisting the poor. Teresa's dark side. Susan Shields, a former nun who volunteered for Teresa, unveils a dark side of Mother Teresa through her testimony. Teresa's obsession with harsh austerity led her to remove every materialistic item from her San Francisco center, leaving nuns to suffer in the cold due to lack of heating. She also vehemently refused to install an elevator for disabled patients in the Bronx Center, resulting in the project's end. Shields' testimony paints a picture of Teresa's centers as not serving the poor as advertised, but satisfying the spiritual needs of Teresa and her associates. Mother Teresa's endorsement of oppressive regimes. Mother Teresa's failure to condemn brutal and oppressive regimes and her endorsement of them raises questions about her legacy. This article discusses her visit to Haiti in 1981, where she lent credibility to the despotic dictator, Jean-Claude Duvalier, who was known for his brutal regime. Despite the country's extreme poverty and the suffering of its people, Teresa accepted an honor from the regime and posed joyously with the Duvalier family. Similarly, in her homeland Albania, she failed to speak out against dictator Enver Hoxha, who had brutally repressed his people for over 40 years. Instead, she visited Hoxha's widow and even laid flowers on his grave. While her humanitarian work is well known, her endorsement of oppressive regimes raises questions about her judgment and commitment to the oppressed. Mother Teresa's political stances. Mother Teresa, despite her claim of being apolitical, supported conservative policies in both Spain and the UK. Her 1988 visit to the UK coincided with a bill restricting access to abortions, which was aided by her presence. Shockingly, on her 1985 U.S. visit, she commended Reagan's support of the brutal Derg regime in Ethiopia, whose actions were causing immense suffering to the population. Teresa's support for conservative policies and regimes suggests that she was not beyond politics and raises questions about her true motives for helping the poor.
The summary of The Missionary Position, Mother Teresa in Theory and Practice, sheds light on overlooked and unsettling aspects of Mother Teresa's work, debunking some of the myths surrounding her iconic persona. Through various first-hand accounts, the book reveals the subpar medical care provided at her institutions, her financial dealings and mismanagement, and her associations with cruel political figures. Furthermore, it raises questions about Mother Teresa's dogmatic approach to spirituality and her endorsement of controversial policies. The revelations found in this summary bring a broader perspective to the life of Mother Teresa, helping you understand her deeds and motivations behind the scenes.